LinkedIn for freight forwarders has completely changed in the last 6 months, and 99% of forwarders have no clue that this is happening. They're still posting the same corporate updates, using the same company page strategies, and wonder why their posts are only getting 10% of the reach they used to get. And I know this because over the past 14 months, I've been working with freight forwarders on how to build a predictable sales pipeline using LinkedIn content. And I have been deep in LinkedIn every day, testing what works and what doesn't, specifically for freight forwarders. And when something shifts or changes, I'm one of the first ones to see how it affects our industry or what can we do about it. And you don't have to be one of these people stuck in the old LinkedIn playbook. You can actually see what's happening, make adjustments now, and come out ahead while your competitors are still posting generic company updates that nobody wants to see. We're entering a brand new era of LinkedIn, and the freight forwarders who understand these changes are going to dominate their markets. And the ones who don't are going to watch their competitors steal their clients right from under them. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 7 biggest LinkedIn shifts that are transforming how freight forwarders get a client, and I'll show you exactly what changed on this platform and break down the strategy and the exact tactics I would use to take advantage of the new LinkedIn algorithm right now. Tactics that 99 of your competitors don't even know exist. Shift number 1, personal account crush company pages. Now, here's the truth. Growing a freight forwarding company page from the scratch on LinkedIn in 2026, it's near impossible right now. No one wants to follow ABC Logistics Inc. company page anymore. The algorithm has shifted to prioritize personal content over corporate content. But here's what's working right now. Freight forwarding owners who turn themselves into industry influencers, I know, it sounds weird, but think about it. When you need a freight forwarder, do you want to work with a faceless company page or with John Smith, who's been sharing insights about the Asia Pacific shipping challenges for the past year? I've seen freight forwarders with only 2,000 personal followers generate more qualified leads than company pages with over 10,000 followers. The reason is simple. People buy from people, not logos. So, action step. Stop wasting your time building your company page. If you're starting from scratch or you're looking to ramp up your LinkedIn presence, put 100% of your energy and your efforts into building your personal account, your personal brand. Post 3 to 5 times a week on your personal profile. And if you're not doing that consistently, don't even touch your company page. Shift 2, the content ecosystem strategy. So the smarter freight forwarders aren't just building one personal account, they're building a content ecosystem. Once you nail your personal LinkedIn presence, the next level is getting your entire team active on the platform. So here's why this works. LinkedIn is capacity constrained. You can only post once or twice a day before you hit diminishing returns. But if you have your co-founder posting about, for example, trade compliance, your operations manager sharing port updates, and your sales director discussing market trends, suddenly your company feels like it's everywhere on the timeline. So here's a 3-level progression that you can try out. Now, level 1, months 1 to 3, just you as a founder posting consistently. Level 2, months 4 to 6, you're adding your founding team and key executives. And level 3, month 6 and on, you incentivize your entire team to start posting. Pro tip, use each account to speak to different parts of your market. For example, you as a CEO can target C-suite executives. Your operations manager can speak to supply chain professionals, and your customer service lead can address day-to-day logistic challenges. Shift number 3, your office becomes your content studio. With AI content floating everywhere on LinkedIn, people need ways to verify that the content that you're putting out is real and is human. And one of the most effective ways to do that is by using your physical office or your warehouse as a recurring set for your content. These real-world environments serve as visual hooks that gets people to stop scrolling. And when someone sees that you're explaining freight processes while standing in front of the actual containers, or for example, discussing rate changes from your office or overlooking at the port, it immediately establishes credibility and trust. So, action step for you. Treat your office and your warehouse like a content studio. Make sure that the lighting works for the video. Designate someone to capture B-roll footage of your daily operations. And use real environments in your posts instead of stock photos or plain backgrounds. For example, instead of posting text-only updates about a port congestion, record a 60-second video from your office explaining the same thing. This proves that you're a real company with real operations and that you know what you're talking about. Shift number 4, content life has dramatically increased. What do I mean by that? Here's something most freight forwarders don't even know. Roughly half the content showing up on LinkedIn feeds right now is from 2 to 3 weeks ago. LinkedIn changed their algorithm to give content a longer shelf life, which is huge for our industry. Let me explain. This means that you need to shift from trending topics into evergreen content. For example, a post about how to avoid delay charges will perform well for weeks, but a post about today's spot rates from Shanghai to Latin America becomes irrelevant quickly. So, action step for you. Balance your content strategy. Yes, share market updates, but make sure that 70% of your content focuses on evergreen freight forwarding education that will be valuable whether someone sees it today or the next month. Examples: 5 questions to ask before choosing a freight forwarder, or understanding Incoterms, a shipper's guide, or how to calculate total shipping costs, or common custom delays and how to avoid them. Shift number 5, personality becomes your competitive advantage. It's incredibly easy right now to generate content for LinkedIn using AI tools, but what AI can replicate is your personal experience, your specific client stories, and your unique perspective on the freight industry. The freight forwarders who are winning on LinkedIn right now are the ones letting their personality shine through. They're sharing stories that only they can tell. Like, for example, the time that they rerouted a shipment through 3 different ports to avoid a strike, or how they saved the client's product launch by finding space on a vessel that everyone said it was full. The How I framework. Instead of posting, here's how to handle custom delays, you can say, here's how I save a client $75,000 by catching customs classification error that 3 other forwarders missed. So, action steps for you guys. Write down 5 specific client success stories from the past year. Turn each one of them LinkedIn post that showcases your problem-solving skills without obviously revealing confidential information. But these stories are your competitive advantage. AI cannot copy real experiences. Shift number 6, industry-specific storytelling dominates. Generic business advice does not work anymore in freight forwarding, but specific stories about navigating, for example, the ever-given Suez Canal blockage, or managing shipments during COVID, or adapting to new ISF filing requirements, that content gets massive engagement. The most successful freight forwarders on LinkedIn are sharing hyper-specific industry stories. They're not talking about generic supply chain concepts, but they're discussing the exact challenges their audience faces every day. They're sharing content that works. For example, what the new sawdust BGM requirements mean for your LCR shipments, or why your freight forwarder should have told you about this ISF change, or the hidden cost of choosing the cheapest ocean freight rate. Create a content calendar around freight-specific topics. Every post should address a challenge that only people in freight would understand and care about. And lastly, shift number 7, real-time market intelligence as content currency. What does that mean? Shippers are overwhelmed with freight market data, but desperate for actionable insights. The freight forwarders winning on LinkedIn right now are the ones translated the complex market information into practical advice. So instead of sharing generic rate reports, successful forwarders are posting content like, Shanghai port congestion is clearing, and here's what that means for your Q2 inventory planning. Or the new blank sailings announced on the Asia to US West Coast, and here are 3 alternatives that you should know about. This positions you as a trusted advisor who understands how market changes affect your clients' businesses, not just someone who moves cargo from point A to point B. So set up Google Alerts for your key trade lanes, major ports, and regulatory changes. When news breaks, be the first one to explain what it means for your clients. This real-time analysis is incredible value content that builds trust and demonstrates expertise. Look, here's the reality of it all. While most forwarders are still treating LinkedIn like a digital business card, the smart ones are using it to build relationships with the future clients before those clients even need a new freight forwarder. The LinkedIn algorithm has fundamentally changed. The old strategies about company updates from company pages are outdated, but the new strategies I shared, they're working better than anything I've seen in the last 2 months that I've been posting consistently on LinkedIn. Your competition is stuck in the old LinkedIn playbook. They're posting generic company updates, showing stock photos of containers, and wondering why nobody engaged with their content. This is your opportunity to get ahead while they're still figuring out what's happening. If you want to implement these strategies but don't know where to start, I created a free resource specifically for freight forwarders called the New LinkedIn Playbook for Freight Forwarders. It includes the exact post templates, content calendars, and step-by-step implementation guide that myself and my clients use to generate millions of impressions on business every day. The link is in the description below. Download it, follow the system, and in a few months, you'll have a predictable pipeline of qualified prospects reaching out to you instead of you chasing them. And if this video opened your eyes to what's really happening on LinkedIn right now, hit that subscribe button. The platform is evolving fast, and I share the latest strategy that works specifically for freight forwarders every single week. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. The new era of LinkedIn has begun. The question is, are you going to adapt and dominate? Or are you going to watch your competition steal your market share? Or you're still posting the same old company updates? The decision is yours. Catch you guys soon.